So here's something else you might want to do with the Collins power supply. This cord coming in the back here, which goes to your transmitter, at least mine was loose. The little Bundy keeper thing here was kind of on the braid, and actually this ground here was disconnected when I first got it because this had moved around so much. So simply unloosen this and get the keeper back on here, and you'll have a much better day. So I found that once that's on there, this doesn't move at all. So I'm not sure how it came off, but yeah, Collins does things right. You really can't do much with this once it's on right. The cord won't move in or out, so you want to definitely fix that. So that's about it. I'm going to put this thing back in the case now and see how it goes. There's the diodes I added for the high voltage there. 2 bow jacks in series for each leg of the tube, where the tube was. The same with the 5U4 low voltage. I didn't need to put 2 in parallel. These are 3 amp 1000 PIV diodes from Bojack, China. They work great. So yeah, so these are identical circuits really. This one's high voltage, this one's not. You can tell the high voltage by the blue wires from the transformer. The red wires are low voltage. So this will put out about, I don't know, 200 volts P plus or something, 250. This is like good for 900 volts now with the diodes rectifying it. So capacitor, these capacitors here do the high voltage with the resistors across them for balance. If you don't have these resistors across the capacitors, they could explode because one will take up most of the voltage and it'll overrate and blow up. So you don't want to do that. Yeah, last video I was futzing around in here. The low voltage, or the bias power supply, the bias power for your bias, for your 614F-2 bias, comes out of the transformer middle winding. Well, not quite a middle winding, but it comes out of this winding here on your B plus power supply, and 100 ohm resistor and a diode. So the 100 ohm is right here. It's a small little resistor. The diode's right here, the square thing. I just put a diode across it. So that's how that works. They got a 10 and a 10 here. 10 and 10. There's the 10. The other 10 is right here. And I just put this capacitor in because the guy had it in here. I just moved it over to here. So I put a capacitor pretty much right here. I guess it's in parallel with that one. Didn't make any difference as far as the ripple. There's about 0.1 volt ripple on this thing. That's about it. I'm going to put this back in the case now, and hopefully it'll live happily ever after. And if I sell it, someone's going to get a great power supply. We'll see how long I keep the Collins stuff before I don't use it or get bored of it. I tend to like fixing the things more than playing with them on the air, but maybe I'll keep the stuff. I should. I'm putting enough work into it. All right, that's the soup du jour right now. I want to get the power supply back into that little cabinet, put that back in there. That transmitter over there has 10 meter problems. I haven't tried the amplifier a whole lot at all. I bought that about a month ago or something at a Hamfest and just left it sit there. The project rack here with tools and such hasn't changed much. I bought that Cushman at the Hamfest in Denton a month ago or something. People in my life don't like it. They want it gone. There's the junk. 32S1 I bought. I still haven't really done much with it. I gotta dunk it in water and get it cleaned up. It's filthy. And it doesn't have any 15, 10 or 15, 20 or 10 meters working. I have that little power supply for sale on eBay. That's really a good Collins power supply that I am just not using now because that will run a Collins KWM2 or a 32S1 just fine. I just don't need it now because I have this official Collins power supply, which I guess is a little better. All right, that's my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Kind of slowing down ham radio things here now a bit. Haven't been doing so much fixing as usual, but that's life in the big city here. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.